Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Wendell. If it's your first time of coming across my channel, you are so welcome. Don't make it your last. Click on the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell so that you get notified whenever I post a video. In this video, I want to be giving my take on the whole issue regarding Chichi or Chidinma Adetshina, the former South African Miss South African contestant. Yes, so I was on a live session today on Cherished Olivia. You can catch up the full video on that. And it was really an informative live section where we discussed about what is happening to her, why South Africans are trying to strip her off of her identity card or her passport that she has had. This lady is 18 years old. And I live in the Western world. I don't live in South Africa and I don't live in Africa. In the Western world, when a child is born in South Africa, yes, she hasn't provided document to say she was born in South Africa or she's schooled in South Africa. But for me, I think that a westernized or a modernized world would not offer an ID card or a passport to somebody without them asking them to provide reasonable documents. I live in Switzerland. If you want to renew your permit, you have to provide your passport, you have to provide your former residence permit before you are issued a new permit. So they don't just grant you permit like that without asking you for the necessary document. So if South African have gone ahead to issue this young lady that is 22 years old a passport or an ID card without asking her for document or without verifying whichever document she has provided to them, I think is a fail on the part of the state, not on this young lady. Because like I am an immigrant that lives in Switzerland. I've been privileged to obtain the Swiss passport. And for you to get a passport in Switzerland here, it takes up to 3 years. 3 years of rigorous verification, preparation, asking you to go to this office to get this document, this office to get this document. Even for your residence permit, they ask you a lot. You can't even apply for a resident permit with an expired passport. So right now, this lady that has called South Africa home for 22 years of her life, they are trying to take her documents from her. What do they want her to do right now? Where do they want her to start? I know that she's not in the country at this moment. And if I'm her, which I know that if she try to step into the country, if she try to come into the country, they are going to arrest her on arrival. And that will make the matters worse. For me, I just think that South Africans or the South African government should give a leniency to this young girl. If they want to go after, they should go after her mother that committed the crime, not the young lady. The young lady in question is innocent of whatever crime they have asked or they have said she committed. She's an innocent child. We are all parents. Even the person that made the law is a parent. And the person will not tell me that their child will not break law or they will not do something that will affect their child sometimes. Sometimes people say, what if, what if, what if? What if is you, what would you do? What if it's you? What would you do? They're saying the lady in question might be her stepmother, it might be her mother. Whatever, even if it's her stepmother, it's still her mother. As long as you accept to marry somebody that has a child, that person, that kid automatically becomes your children. If you have, there are a lot of people that live in America, they marry some of these Nigerians that go to the US, they end up marrying these women and they adopt the children, or when the men bring their children over, they give the children documents. So you don't say, okay, because the child came out, she did not commit a crime. In my own opinion, she came out to contest for Miss South Africa. That is the only crime I know that this young lady has committed. Because if she hadn't come out to contest or to be in the public eyes, nobody would have heard anything about this. Nobody. We are immigrants. We live in foreign countries. Our culture, if you are Nigerian and you live in South Africa or you live in Switzerland, you are more, the possibility of you associating with more of Nigerians, eating more Nigerian food, dressing very Nigeria is very high to compare to Swiss. I can't remember how many Swiss friends I have. But I have lived there for 14 years. Most of my friends or most of the people I mingle around are all immigrants. They are all, majority of them are Nigerian. So I'm a very proud Nigerian. So I think this lady, she's a very proud Nigerian or Zimbabwean from where her mom comes from, and Nigerian as from where her dad came from. We don't know how integrated they are. A lot of Africans, when they immigrate, when they move abroad, integration into other culture is actually a problem for most people. Most people do not like to integrate. They try to keep into that cycle. They try to entertain what they are used to. The only thing we're scared of is change. So I don't understand why South Africa is coming out and saying they want to strip her of her ID, they want to take her passport, they want to de-South African her. Why? What has she done? She's not a criminal. She's not causing any damage to the country. She's not she's not a drugger. She hasn't buy anybody. So why will they be going after this innocent 22 years old girl that did nothing than to come out? If she's not a patriotic South African, if she's not a proud South African, she won't come out to represent South Africa. For her to even have the guts to step out to represent South Africa as a country means that she's a patriotic South African. Means because she's not going to go there and be answering Nigerian questions. They're going to be quizzing her about South Africa, about what she knows about South Africa, about how integrated she is in South Africa. And she's going to answer those questions. So if she's not a patriotic South African, if she doesn't know anything about South Africa, she won't do that. She won't do that. She won't bring out herself. So why don't they look at, they're only looking at the disadvantages of here. But there is advantage to show that this lady is prepared to show South Africa to the world. And to even, what even blew my mind is that the person that finally won the Miss South African is even a white South African, not even a black South African, but is even the most people that are carrying this matter on their head and giving themselves stress and everything about it are the black South Africans. When is the time when we Africans are going to learn to unite together and be a united force? When are we going to stop fighting each other? After all, it's God that created this universe, and everybody created their laws and passport and regulations and government and everything. Can we let people just breathe? If someone has not destroyed or harmed you, why are you going after this young lady? Is it threat? I don't know. What has she done? Have they investigated her parents and they've seen that something happened? Why didn't they deal with her parents before they come to her? The person that they say that gave her the passport or gave her the ID, why don't they go after the person? Why are they making this young, innocent 24 years old girl's life a hell? I don't understand it. It's really appalling. I don't get it. But for me, I know she's out of the country at the moment. If I'm her, I will not try to come in till this thing is settled or she get lawyer. But she has the right to sue. She has a lot to say in ICC. She can go and sue. This is an infringement on her human right because she has lived in South Africa. She has schooled in South Africa. She has called South African home. She has a South African accent. She doesn't have a Nigerian accent. She is more South African than she is Nigerian. So the fact that she has a Nigerian dad or a father from any other country, I asked a question on that video. I said, what is the benefit of being a foreigner or a Nigerian in South Africa? Because at this point, if someone that has been in South Africa for 18 years cannot get a passport, kids that are born in South Africa, even after they are 10, they cannot get a passport, then what is the benefit of being in South Africa or being a foreigner in South Africa? I don't understand it because we all look for greener pastures where we favor us. A lot of people that I know that are in South Africa, I don't see what is favoring them. Even the skilled people, it's not like they're giving them passports. I don't get it. Please, can somebody in the comment section tell me what crime this girl has committed and what crime has this girl committed? What crime has she committed? Rather than other than the fact that she came out to say, okay, I want to represent South Africa as a country. I want to be the flag bearer of South Africa to the world. That's the only crime this girl has committed. Whatever they are saying her mother did, they should go and deal with it with her mom and leave this young lady. This is where I'm going to be ending this video. And just drop your own opinion. What do you think? What's your opinion? And yeah, that is it. So bye guys. It's so annoying, really. It's so annoying. I don't get it. It's so annoying. Bye guys.